This was my first ever online sale. I didn't know anything about business, but somebody paid me £25 for my expertise on their job application. I put an advert up on Gumtree and one person came through. £25 actually didn't cover the advertising costs. But it didn't matter to me because I didn't know anything about business and I just wanted to get my foot in the door. Times have changed a lot since then and I've put a lot of time and a lot of effort into understanding business. This is what somebody paid me more recently for more hours of my consulting service. Why am I telling you this? Well, I'm telling it you because you can do this too. I am nobody special. When my mum brought me up in a single parent household, we had literally no money, and back then I couldn't even imagine someone would pay anything to hear any form of advice from me. And let's be honest, with what's going on with the economy right now, with the increasing costs of everything, with people getting made redundant, companies cutting back and things like this, we need to learn methods of how to generate income. So in this video today, I'm going to show you a few different ideas about how you can start generating some income on the side. I'm going to break it down into as simple terms as possible because some of the information out there is very, very complicated and it really doesn't need to be. So how do you make extra money on the side? Well, the simplest way is to charge people money. Other people have money out there, you don't have any money, so all that happens is just a transaction between both of you. But let me break it down even more simply than this. I'm going to show you the actual route that worked for me and what helped me earn more money. This is really all business is first of all finding someone or a group of people with money who have a problem they need solving. Step number 2 is learn the skills to solve that problem. Step number 3 is charge a fee for that problem to be solved. That is really as simplistic as I can put into terms about how I actually made money. When I was first charging that person £25 for a CV review, I'd worked in a few years of hiring and basically like interviewing different candidates for a company that I was at. And so I kind of knew the skills of what was a good resume, what was a good CV, what sort of interview skills they should have, what works well on a job application. So this skill already existed in my skill set. And I knew out there was a market somewhere in the world where people would pay for those expertise. And so all I did was literally write an ad on Gumtree, hit the promote button, and straight away it charged me a bit of money. And then like within a day or two, I had like an inquiry come in. And that turned into my first paying client. So let's talk about the first step there. Find someone with money who has a problem that needs solving. And this brings me to the biggest mistake most people make. Most people spend ages, a long time, building skills that do not sell. Imagine we got a bookcase up here. Imagine my skill was painting people's bookcases, all right? So it's very niche, sounds like it might work. We all know that some people like having the bookcases painted, but it's so niche no one will be interested. And it's not a painful enough problem that anyone would actually probably pay for it. So straight away we know that's not a skill which you can probably charge for. I'm just making a guess here. Sorry if there's some bookcase painting people out there, but that's just my guess. I don't think you'd be able to charge for that skill. Instead, what works a lot better is just think, what type of people could afford to pay me? Businesses, all right? Middle class people, probably not anymore actually with what's going on in the economy, but like maybe upper class people. What do they need solving? What are their problems in their lives? Is it they want to go for a promotion? Is it that they need their business marketing and they don't have any marketing skills? Is it that they need YouTube content or like some form of content creation? Is it that like they actually need selling skills and you know how to sell, but they don't really know how to sell? Do not waste time learning a skill which people actually don't care about. I can't say that enough. Honestly, it's one of the worst things you can do. After that, just charging a fee for that problem to be solved. When I first started out, that £25 I got paid was a lot of money for me. Even though it wasn't really a lot of money, it unlocked something in my head. I thought to myself, there's an exchange in value that's going on here. I know something that they don't know. They don't have the knowledge, they want the knowledge, and they're willing to pay me for the knowledge. A few years later, I entered the career coaching market, and I thought to myself, I know the skill, I know it sells. How can I actually sell this to more people? So gradually, I started to increase the cost between person to person for two reasons. One, I was gaining more experience and I was therefore able to provide more value. And two, because my time was becoming much more valuable. So for me to carry on doing what I was doing, I'd need to charge more because I had the confidence there. I also understood what I was currently charging wasn't really sustainable for the type of market that I was in. If I wanted to actually run a business, I'd need to charge more than that because at that point it was still supplementary income onto my other existing income. But Rob, I hear you ask, what's the quickest way I can actually make money now I have an idea and I know what type of people will potentially buy from me? There's really only one answer, and that is to directly ask the market. You see, when people are trying to build a business, they come up with all sorts of crazy approaches to go from A to B. B being getting a paying customer, A being where you are right now. And what they do is they're like, yeah, I need to get leaflets, I need to have a website set up, I need to have all these client reviews, I need to do all this free work for people. And then 6 months has passed by and they've been trying all these creative ways to actually get clients, to actually find out if people are interested, and they haven't got any results. Instead, just go and find out if people are interested. Literally just send DMs to people over Facebook, over LinkedIn, over email if you have people's email addresses. This is what I'm doing. Are you interested in this? Most busy people will not respond and maybe will have to be followed up on. But you're going to get the odd person through your blanket approach that will be a little bit interested. All you have to do then is take that person onto a call, speak to them a little bit and find out if they're actually interested in buying from you. It's as simple as that. Most people underestimate this. The more input you put in, the more people you directly go and approach to see if they want your business, the more output you will get out. Picture it like a funnel, right? You have to pour the sand into the funnel and the sand comes out at the bottom like that. And basically, one of the core reasons that people are not getting any results, they aren't getting any clients, they aren't getting any customers for what they're trying to sell, is they're just not pouring enough in the top. They're just not. They're just like, I've sent out 5 emails today. I went through a stage where I was sending out 150 DMs a day. How many is that over the week? That is 300, 600, 900. That is 1,050 per week, right? 4,000 a month. And then some people will send me a message in my inbox saying, hey, Rob, I've reached out to 2 people this week. It's been 2 weeks now. I've not heard anything back from them. What am I doing wrong? Volume, okay? You need to hit people at the right time. Not everyone's going to be ready to buy from you, but you have to at least try and go and ask people and see if they are ready. What happens then is you go up the ladder. You start charging a little bit more. Each type of person you speak to, each customer you sign up, the first few ones, maybe you are going to have to charge very, very little. Like I did, I actually lost money because the advertising cost of Gumtree, it just didn't cover what I was trying to, get from them. So I actually lost money on it. That's fine. That's okay, because most people want, this is very important, most people want the 5 grand for a few hours of consulting from a client, but their brains can't handle it. They won't be able to ask for that amount of money. They won't be able to, get the confidence to do it. They'll have imposter syndrome doing it, and their brains will have a meltdown. Most people who start from zero and get loads of money, either the lottery winners or rock stars who suddenly had a single takeoff, or people in business who've suddenly hit it lucky, within 3 to 5 years, they usually broke again, and they usually completely have a screwed mind, because it'll melt your brain trying to actually take in a lot of money. If you've been just earning small amounts throughout your life, being paid on an hourly wage wherever you're working, it'll melt your brain. The first moderate sized close, it was 7 weeks coaching I was selling, was $2,000. And I sold it. And the first one I actually sold, I couldn't believe I just sold a $2,000 product. Like my brain was, I'd even worked myself up to it, but like there was this thing where I was just like, whoa, like that's a lot of money. So don't be careful what you wish for. Like I would always work yourself up the ladder. That, you know, there's an unseen downside of earning a lot of money quickly. So don't be too greedy. Make sure you charging what is fair at first, and then afterwards you can charge for the perceived value which you're going to give, because people will know your name. They'll know, you know, what type of person you are and that you're a good guy to actually hire as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you're going to do this week, what you're actually going to take away from this video and go and do. I always read the comments. I always make sure I try and respond to them as well. So have a great one. Take care.